So I was in this lecture, and our lecturer said that I think it was personality, and he said that I don't believe in people who date for marriage. Said he believes in people who actually observe people, and then they go in. They date for maybe date for a very short time, and then they get married. What does it mean? He meant that he doesn't believe in people dating maybe for 3 years to know each other, then they get married. For him, he said that he believes in people observing others, people observe, seeing you maybe at your workplace or at, they see you how you do things and how actually everything happens, and then they decide that, yeah, I think this is the right person for me to marry. What did he mean? He said that when people say let's date, it's actually them saying let's pretend. Why? Because most of us, we want these girls or boys to see us in the best versions. So you see someone on weekends, you come back, When we go for dates, we go for dates, we go to Sheraton and sit there and talk, You actually you actually knowing the only part that she tells you about. Sometimes this girl or this man doesn't even know about themselves. So why is it saying like, why did he say like that? He said that because the basis was we are talking about the non-verbal communications. What are non-verbal communications? These are when we talk to people without words, You were talking to me and you are mostly actually focusing on my facial expression and how my body and how everything I relate to what you are saying, because people always, we are groomed in an environment where the sitting room is meant for visitors. We are born in at a time we are groomed to hide actually what we think about people, always to consider other people actually more than we consider ourselves. Because mostly for us, the Baganda, yes. Why? Because when someone wrongs you, don't tell them the truth and what. So you find yourself that actually what everything people are telling you is not what they mean. But it's very, very hard to hide your non-verbal communications, When, for example, when you decide to go for a date, go for hiking and see, does she have phobia? How does she relate with other people around her, Not just going there to sit with you and listen, I'm like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. It's better you go and observe someone more than you hear from them. So that's what we call like the non-verbal communication. So for him, he said, and somehow, partly, I really believed. Why? Because, man, when I was at campus, most of the datings, I used to see my friend and myself, you are there pretending, always organizing your home when the girl is coming. So you find yourself actually, you are not yourself in this. And you know what happens is that we end up getting married to these same people. And when that's why we say marriage, everything changes. No, just that we didn't get enough time to observe these people. You meet in a hotel, come back home and sleep. No, call this person. When you say I'm going for a date and you really want to know this person, go for something that is doing, go for an action, Now these days there is hiking, you can go for some for maybe driving, this small what, I don't know what they call them, but it's better. Why? Because it helps you observe these people. So for him, he said that when you want to marry someone, it's better you observe them more than you hear from them. So that's why it was like, yeah, dating, he doesn't believe in dating. Why? Because dating is pretense. But he believes in observing someone for a long time and then you make a decision. Maybe they also observe you. Because when you say we are dating, it's most probably you're going to pretend.